welcome to week 8 of English 111. This week, now that you've gotten your research projects approved, you're going to be focusing on defining your research strategy, or you're really going to be focusing on how you will go about doing your research. I've cut back the readings this week a little bit just so you have more time to do research on your paper. So we aren't going to be reading in the conscious reader, but you will be reading a selection from a pocket style manual. You're going to read Finding Appropriate Sources on pages 12 through 17. Plus, your assignments are going to be a discussion forum about what I'm going to be talking about in this video and your own research project, a journal entry, and you guys are doing a great job with your journal entries and your discussion forums. And you're going to be turning in your research prospectus at the end of the week, and that's going to take a significant amount of time this week, so I'm giving you extra time in order to prepare for it. One of the things I wanted to bring up is that we're going to be writing papers using APA style, not MLA, in this class. And the reason why I've done that, the reason why I'm teaching it in APA style is because that is the style of writing you'll use in your profession. Within the nursing profession, in the medical profession, APA style is what's used. So I thought it would be important for you guys to be familiar with how to use it. We're going to be discussing in more detail how to use APA citations and how to format your paper in APA style. But until then, I wanted you guys to have resources on finding out more about APA style. You have your pocket style manual, which is about APA style, and there's also great information available at the Distance Education Library at Clarion, and I have a link here. There's also another one under course content for you this week. So how do you explore and focus on your research topic? Writing a research paper is like joining an existing conversation, especially one that's heated and has lots of different sides to it. The way that you approach it is to begin by making a plan. It's the way you approach any difficult task that has a lot of sides to it. One thing I'd like you to do in your journal this week is to write a research plan, or think about a plan for how you will conduct your research throughout the rest of the semester. Try to list some people with whom you can discuss your topic, including content experts, librarians, or instructors like me. You can set up one-on-one time to talk to us. A list of questions to ask these people. A list of resources to search and browse, such as library catalogs, databases, websites, a system for keeping track of all of your notes and research. Now this can be, a notebook, or it could be your smartphone if you have one, or a file on your computer, whatever works for you, the easiest way for you to keep track of things. But it's very important that you're organized when you gather content. So one of the things I mentioned was discussing your topic with others. I'd like you to think about setting up time with our distance librarian or myself to talk about your research. And if you're researching something that affects your friends and family, I know a lot of you are talking about divorce as a topic. You might want to talk to, interview people who have gone through a divorce, or ask them if they read any good books about the divorce process. You can also reach out to content experts, people that are experts in your area, and you're going to find out who these experts are by doing your research. A lot of times people are very interactive with their Facebook pages, even when they're famous people. I had a student in my other class reach out to the author Anne Rice about one of the projects she was doing and got an immediate response. So you never know unless you try about reaching out to people and getting more information. You also want to find, the next step after you've made a plan is to really find and review sources. One way to do so is obviously to search Clarion's online library catalog, or you can browse a local library's shelves, or you can search our available databases. Now here's where you may need to start asking for help. Maybe you look at that database page at Clarion's University Library and say, oh my gosh, which one should I choose, right? There's so many different databases. That's where you could reach out to the librarian and get some more help. Linda could help you choose which ones you might want to start looking at, right? While you're doing all this research, you definitely want to record your search results. When you do a search, what keywords do you use? How many results came up? Was it a good search, a bad search? You can check them off, like good keyword, bad keyword, right? Make sense of the work that you're doing. When you finally do find these sources, skim through them. A lot of the articles available in the online databases that you're going to be searching through our library are available in full text. You can just pull it up and then briefly read through it, identify ones that are going to be useful for you, stick them in your folder. There's a little folder icon you can click on and have them emailed to you. You want to, or print them out and mark and annotate them. Take some notes. You got to interact with your content, the content, the articles that you're finding in order to really find out more about your topic. So once you've done this initial exploration, that now it's time to narrow your focus on a specific issue. Issues are the points of disagreement, the uncertainty, concern, or curiosity that's being discussed by the communities of readers and writers about this topic. So you want to identify conversations that are being had about your topic. Find the central concepts repeated in your sources, find broad themes in your sources, find disagreements in your sources, and find reoccurring voices. Who are the experts in your sources? You want to assess your own interest. What parts of this topic do you care deeply about and why? Okay? You want to choose an issue by asking yourself these questions. Will selecting this issue help me achieve my purpose as a writer? Will my readers want or need to read about this issue? Is this issue appropriate for the type of document I plan to write? Is this issue compatible with my requirements and limitations? What opportunities do I have if I choose this issue? Then, after you've done all this work, found all this information, right, and reflected on your issue, I'd like you to write another journal entry. This journal entry will help you think through the research you've done this week and prepare you to write your research prospectus, which right now is due on Sunday, November 4th, but due to the storm, I'm planning on shifting that deadline back a few days since many of you lost power. On this journal entry, I'd like you to write what are the 3 most important issues that you've identified so far about your topic. Of these issues, which ones will best help me sustain my interest in this topic? Your interest, right? Which one will help you achieve your purpose as a writer? Which one is the most appropriate for the type of document that you're writing, which is a 6 to 8 page research paper, and suits the requirements for this assignment, right? Based on this reflection, the issue I'd like to write about is, and finish your journal entry by telling me this by the end of the week. Your prospectus assignment, which will be due not November 4th, but actually a week later now, this week we're going to continue to work on our research assignment. The next stage of your research project is to write a research prospectus. Your research prospectus is designed to help you clarify your ideas about your topic and your expectations for this paper. It should reflect your interest in the subject, your preliminary explorations, and your research strategy. It should also be creative and descriptive. The overview should disclose the following things: how you became interested in your topic, what you already know about your topic, what you hope to find out about your topic. These are your research questions, your guiding questions that will help you do your search. Any steps you've taken so far to begin your search, how you plan to research your topic. So are you going to look at articles, which ones, which books are you planning to consult, other resources you plan to utilize. This is all the information you will have been gathering all week. Your research prospectus will also be helpful when you begin writing the introduction to your essay. Ideally, it should serve as a basis for your introduction. The research prospectus should be between 330 and 650 words. It should be formatted according to APA standards. See documented sources in APA style and a pocket style manual, or you can visit the Clarion Distance Education website for more information about APA style. Finally, I just want to give you a brief view of what's in the future. Now, granted, your paper is going to be push all of these dates a week back because your research prospectus is actually going to be due on November 11th now. So your topic history and annotated bibliography will be due on November 18th. Your outline will be due on November 25th. Your first draft of your paper will be due on December 2nd, and your peer review will be due on December 9th. Then a second draft um, will be due a week after that. So I'll show you a complete timeline on our slides next week. I've added the slide component, hopefully that we can communicate better, and I really hope you guys have a great week.